Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Queens. This is just kind of going to be an intro video, just talking about what is Bitcoin, like what is the blockchain, kind of how does it work. This is pretty new, so we're just going to kind of try to simplify it, go over different crypto news on the channel, just kind of get everyone involved in the space. It can be really intimidating, really confusing, but we really believe that crypto is going to be the next currency that is going to be used globally. So we're really thinking this thing is going to go big, and we just want to pass along the information. So first, I am just getting up on Google, what is Bitcoin in simple terms? Um, Basically here, Bitcoin is a digital and global money system currency. It allows people to send or receive money across the internet, even to someone they don't know or don't trust. The mathematical field of cryptography is the basis for Bitcoin security. Bitcoin was invented by someone using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. So they're anonymous, we don't know who they are, obviously for their security, but there it is. Basically, here it goes. People also ask, how does Bitcoin work? Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency. It is the type of money that is completely virtual. So you never physically see the currency. It's all held on what is called a wallet, and we can get into that later. But this makes it possible to trace the history of Bitcoins to stop people from spending coins they do not own, making copies, or undoing transactions. So I'm going to go down here. This is kind of cool. Medium.com has some really cool information about like breaking it down. So basically, it's saying what is Bitcoin and how does it work for dummies. In other words, public records provide transparency, security, and ensures Bitcoin transactions are permanent. Mining is the computer process of recording and verifying information on the digital record known as a blockchain. So when you send someone else Bitcoin or any type of cryptocurrency, they have what they call miners, and it's mine the coin, which is producing like essentially a sequence of numbers and letters, creating that transaction, which is then stored on the blockchain. So we can go into, I have this article here. What is the blockchain and how does it work? This is medium.com. Like I said, they have some good information on here. Um, we can scroll down a little bit, and it says, they give a kind of a good example. Imagine you and your friend are transacting or transferring money from one account to another. You would first reach the bank and ask them to transfer the money to the account address of your friend. On transferring the money from your account to your friend's account, the bank keeps an entry on Register of Transactions. The entry needs to be updated on both receiver and sender account. There is one problem: it is tamperable. So that's one thing that a lot of people really like about cryptocurrency, is that um, it is more stable and less tamperable, less fraud, I guess you could say. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, Bitcoin, it's going to be like, it can be the black market fraud, but here, if you send a transaction, it's all kept on like in a ledger essentially, which is the blockchain. So whereas like a bank, if everything's written down or on the computer, things can just one person could just go in and change it. Whereas blockchain doesn't allow that to happen. So it gives an example. It says, let's take an example of a Google spreadsheet or MS Excel, Windows. This spreadsheet is shared among different networks of computer where everyone has a copy of it. The spreadsheet contains information of the transactions committed by real people. Anyone can access that spreadsheet, but no one can edit it. So basically, it goes down here with some key attributes of blockchain, which proves that blockchain is better than traditional systems of ledger key information keeping. Basically, because everybody has access to it, so not one person could just go in and change it. Everybody would have to agree on like making the change in order for it to be listed on the blockchain. And this is number 5 here where it says the consensus. Like everybody has to agree on that. So it makes it less. It makes it very difficult to change numbers or kind of make something up on there, because it would have to be changed on everybody's system in order for it to be an accurate change. So it's just kind of the basics. I'm still very new to it as well. But we do really like learning about it. There's so many different coins, some really cool projects and tokens. So eventually we're going to get into that. There's a good website. It's cointelegraph.com. Um, they have some really good information. They have all this crypto news. So if you go to the news tab, it has all of the different news is here. So like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all altcoins are all of the different coins, basically like alternative coins. Or alternate, I guess you could say. And it has all that like blockchain news, scam news. So we'll go into this. We want to put out a couple videos a week, just giving you guys information on what this is and what we learn about it. So we're gonna just kind of read through articles as new things come out. Definitely let you guys know. So right now it has a BTC price. This is Bitcoin is $10,572. It's kind of been staying around the same price. I've been watching it every day. It's not really fluctuating. I mean, it just went down like the past few days. I think it was down at 9,000 something, 9,400 maybe. But it's kind of been, it broke a little bit a few weeks ago, like 11,000, but it's kind of been lingering around the same area, the 10,000 range. So we'll see where it goes. There's a lot of different predictions out there. I was just scrolling through some of these cool headlines. Bitcoin price corrects while gold sees worst daily drop in 2.5 years. So there's a lot of different, just different articles out here about different information that you can definitely look at. This was kind of interesting. I didn't really look into this article, but Square and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, Bitcoin is not functional as currency yet. I wanted to look at this and see what was going on here, why he thinks that. Will continue to be adopted more widely, but it is still too early to consider it a currency. Make Bitcoin more usable and accessible as a currency. On September 4th, the outspoken Bitcoin advocate told the Australian Financial Review that he is convinced the number one cryptocurrency will continue to be adopted more widely. However, Dorsey added, it's not functional as a currency. The peaks and troughs, I'm not sure how to say that. Peaks and troughs are like an investment asset and are equivalent to gold. What we need to do is make it more usable and accessible as a currency, but it's not there yet. Dorsey, who endorses the principles that created Bitcoin and the community that formed around it, went on to say that once crypto becomes the currency of the internet, Square would focus more on services that add value rather than those that enable money to be moved around. Dorsey was visiting Melbourne for the launch of the Square Terminal, an all-in-one credit and debit card machine. Dorsey loves Bitcoin. As Cointelegraph has previously reported, Square first announced in November 2017 that it would release a BTC trading option, which prompted its stock to soar by $1 billion in 5 days. Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely back and forth. So a lot of banks, like if they see a lot of cryptocurrency transactions, things like that, will close accounts. Like they're just not comfortable with it right now. But there's a lot of more moving into the space. I believe it was Fidelity is now starting to hold and be the owner, I guess, of, you have your like retirement or like your assets with them. They now will like manage your cryptocurrency fund. So it's happening. It's just very slow. It's more, there are banks that are starting to embrace it. So I think we will definitely see that there are Bitcoin ATMs. There's not a lot, mainly in major cities. There is, there's cards that are coming out, not so much here in the US. I feel like Europe and parts of Asia like are a lot more advanced with this than we are here in the United States. But we're definitely, we're definitely getting there. I think it's just a matter of time when people start realizing it's not going anywhere and it's nothing to be scared of. I think a lot of people, like I mentioned earlier, are, worried about black market and things like that. So I think that once people realize that it's just a better way to handle your money, and it's, make it a little bit more accessible and not so intimidating, which is what we're here to help you do. I think it'll be big. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This is just a little bit of, what we're going to be doing. Definitely just talk about a bunch of different things, but comment down below. I know there's not a lot of females in the space, so that's why kind of we're creating this channel, just to just equal the playing field for everybody. Just kind of help break it down. So I hope you guys enjoy. Um, Definitely, comment below. Let us know what you would want to see on here, any questions you have, and we will see you in the next video.